In Chapter 3, we're going to consider basic arithmetic in our base 10 system. We take it for granted that we have a ones place, a tens place, a hundreds place, etc. But for students who are just learning these concepts, that can seem very foreign. And one of the sections that we're going to do in this chapter is going to have you do some arithmetic in a base 5 system. And the reason that we do that is so you can get back into that mind frame of not quite fully grasping what's happening. Our base 10 system is so common to us that sometimes it's just second nature. This is how it is. So we're going to later look at this base 5 system just so you can kind of be in your future student shoes and have a bit of that sense of unease with the system. Before we get into all that, we're actually going to do a somewhat brief review of numeration systems through the ages, basically. And we're going to start with the Egyptian system. The Egyptians used hieroglyphics, and they had different symbols for different numbers. Now, the Egyptians did use a base 10 system. Everything is based on tens. So their symbol for 1 was a staff. It actually looks like our number 1. They had a yoke, which looks like an upside down U. That was their 10. The scroll, which almost looks like a question mark without the dot, was 100. The lotus flower was 1,000. The pointing finger, you might need to squint a little bit at that one, but the pointing finger is 10,000. A fish was 100,000. And an amazed person was 1,000,000. That was their symbology. Now, when they were expressing numbers, so here it says, what is the decimal number 336 in Egyptian numbers? When they're doing something like 300, it was literally 3 hundreds. So 100 is the scroll, so 300 would be 3 of the scrolls. And forgive my images here, but there's 300. And then 30 is 3 tens, so 3 yolks. And then 6 is 6 ones. And you can stack them somewhat. So 336 in Egyptian numbers is literally 3 hundreds, 3 tens, 6 ones. Everything is written out, even more so than in a Roman numeral system. Now, you can probably see things could get a bit cumbersome, and we're going to look at how they would do addition. So we're going to add 336 and 125 in the Egyptian system. Well, 336, so there's our 1, 2, 3 hundreds, then our 3 tens and our 6 ones, plus 125. So all told now, there are 4 hundreds, 5 tens, and we have a total of 11 ones. Just like we regroup, they would do regrouping. So you could take 10 of these ones and turn them into a 10. So that gives us our 400 still. Now we're going to have 6 tens because we're regrouping. And when we remove 10 of these ones, let me do a different color here. Okay, so we're going to turn 10 of these ones into a 10. That leaves 1 left over. So the answer in our number system, here's 464. 1. The bottom of the page, I've got the Roman numeral system. So the Romans were also an additive system, just like the Egyptian system. Though they had more symbology, so their numbers maybe weren't quite as long as the hieroglyphics could be. And most people are more familiar with the Roman number system, so I don't have any examples of that one, but I do have the chart for the Roman numerals for our numbers 1 up through 1000. And just as a reminder, you would, for like, let's say 5, so you'd have 6, 7, 8, but once you get to 9, it becomes subtractive. It's 1 less than 10. If you have any questions about the Roman numeral system, please, please, please feel free to email me, and I can give you some hints and tips for those.